a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Welcome to Of the Eldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
Hey yo, I'm Raye from Cabin 12.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13.
And I'm Christina from Cabin 3 and 3/4. Crushed it.
And I'm Alex, she, her, from the lucky number Cabins 13.
This was so fun.
That's the first time I've ever said my cabin correctly on this show.
In one take.
That's because it's made up. It's a hard one to remember. It's completely made up. It doesn't make any sense.
we made it up specifically for you.
I know, it is a little too good because as a reminder to the listeners, I'm torn between Cabin 3 Poseidon and Cabin 4 Demeter. So it's actually the funniest little joke. Although I'll have to talk to you about my personal rebrand away from Harry Potter as the show dwindles down.
Oh,
yeah. No. I was thinking.
We'll just create a new cabin for you.
I feel at this point that Deus Ex Media should just have their own cabin at Camp Half-Blood.
Oh,
I think that's the big house, actually.
That's so sweet, though.
By the time I get to the end of this godforsaken Harry Potter series, I'm gonna be a solid Captain 16, Cabin 16, because that's the Nemesis captain. And, oh my god, why do I say captain? I keep saying captain instead of cabin, like I'm not quite listening to myself.
Amazing.
Yeah, actually, like, that would be a fun bonus episode. We don't have time to do it now, but sorting all of the Deus Ex Media podcast into Camp Half-Blood cabins.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Because my cabbages, as much as I love it, is definitely not in Cabin 13.
Fascinating.
No, that's a Demeter cabin because cabbages.
Oh my god.
Vegetation.
I can see that.
Goddess of the harvest.
There we go. Well, we're not talking about any of this.
Why are we here? Y'all supposed to be driving this podcast.
I am not driving
Pride.
this podcast. Y'all, I'm a fake. Ray's the one who drives this podcast.
Can you hear me saying Happy Pride?
It's Pride, y'all.
I did, Tina.
Thank you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Yeah.
It's the
You make me drive, but the thing is that I'm a shit driver, and so then we are all just...
And this is why I didn't want you guys to go first.
Well,
all right.
Just kidding. We're not recording more than one episode right now. Everything is awesome. Don't worry about a thing.
Everything is awesome.
Podcasts are, they happen live, do they not?
Yep. It's the most
You're all hanging out with us in person currently.
Of the year.
Oh, well, my dudes. We have to talk about some queer shit. Are we ready to talk about queer headcanons, queer ships, all of that good shit?
I'm buckled up. I'm ready to go. I've got a DD. Let's do this.
The Argo is gay.
Everyone on it.
Get it? Queer ships.
Queer ships.
Oh my god! God damn it!
Yes.
I love explaining my jokes. It does help sometimes.
The Argo is gay, but Jason was the straightest man.
Yeah. Well,
and that's why they didn't get along.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Who would like to start? Who has some like really strong feelings? Right? I know you had some strong feelings at least.
I have forgotten them all. So.
Oh,
wow.
Quick question. Are we talking about the Reardon verse, or are we only talking about books 1 through 4 of the Percy Jackson
I think
series?
we're keeping it spoiler free for Alex's sake, who has only read up to where we are in the pod.
You're totally fine. Let's just go all for it. I'm okay if there are spoilers.
Don't do it for Alex.
Yeah, it's my at this point. This book has been out for enough time where the only person I have to blame for spoilers is myself.
Okay, then we'll go full 5 books. Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
Okay, we're not touching
just this series.
We're not touching our
we'll get to the rest of them
of the
another day.
Series. Okay, I feel you.
Yeah,
because you have many more Pride episodes to come, don't you?
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
I don't.
We have many
this
years
is
of
my second to last Pride with the restricted section, and next Pride month I am not stopping halfway through Deathly Hallows to bullshit about gay shit. No, we're getting to the end of the restricted.
Oh my God.
There's only
you were not proud.
There's only so many iterations you can talk about Harry Potter queer ships. Like, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
And why scrape that barrel? Go scrape any better barrel. There are some barrels that you don't have to scrape, actually.
Yeah.
You know what's a better barrel?
They're Reardon
Percy
first.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's one of those giant fat flies buzzing around my office, and my cats are extremely lit about it. So if there's some crashing, some glass shattering in the background, just don't worry about it.
No,
Yeah, sounds good and fun.
no cats were harmed in the making of this podcast.
I mean, except for maybe by themselves.
I
They'll
think there
fling
was maybe
themselves.
a fly harmed.
Well, yeah, if that fly will be dead within 10 minutes.
All right.
Well, all right.
If I will go right out the gate.
Yeah, let's hear from
if
the
Alex
host
is okay
first.
with spoilers, then the big gay ship is in Last Olympian.
Big gay ship. Big gay ship.
Because Last Olympian, we have the whole, this is the Trojan War because we're going to war thing, and Achilles and Patroclus, but it's Clarice and Selena.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's not subtle.
Yeah.
That's not a headcanon.
Good for
there's text evidence.
Well, the text is also they have boyfriends.
Really? I don't remember that part. Okay,
Yeah,
so my headcanon is taking over by accident.
They did the Disney thing, and at the end of the movie, those 2 characters that we just have to make sure are totally straight, you guys, we give them girlfriends at the very end.
And they were lifelong friends.
It's like Diamond Castle, Barbie and the Diamond Castle, where they're just oh no, these 2 are not cottagecore lesbians. They also have these
okay,
men.
but that movie didn't even try.
It didn't. It
they
really
were
didn't.
not even paired off.
They were not. So, but my personal thing is that no, it's not just Clarice and Selena. Yes, Selena is also dating Beckendorf. Selena is poly. Maybe Clarice is too.
Okay.
I actually heard someone be Clarice is a lesbian, and then what's his name? Chris Rodriguez is just a he/him lesbian.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
what?
did I say that?
Did you say
I heard somewhere once. I don't know. A smart person once told me.
Or someone on a different podcast said it, and I can't remember.
Or maybe both of their boyfriends were yeah, you can kiss girls because that's not cheating because they are bi haters, and then eventually they leave their boyfriends for each other.
Amazing.
I mean, I'm supportive of multi-shipping, so my brain is just and they're all dating.
Yeah, they're like Venn diagrams.
Yeah.
They overlap. They're not mutually exclusive.
Oh my god, because is it Selena or Serena?
Selena.
Selena is a daughter of Aphrodite, so maybe maybe one of their powers that we don't really get to see is having extremely healthy, fulfilling relationships. Maybe it's easier for people to be poly with her because she just has such a warm, loving environment and she has so much love to give.
I would love it if Greek mythology worked like that and was nice and good.
Hey, in this case, the author are definitely dead, and we have zero qualms about taking this into the public domain and doing whatever the fuck we want with it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, also speaking of polyships, Dionysus and Ariadne, they're just like, yeah, I mean, like, we'll fuck whoever, we'll have a relationship with whoever, we're supportive of each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dionysus got in trouble for fucking a nymph, but not from his wife, okay? Zeus is a shithead. Dionysus and Ariadne have an open relationship.
They're
100%.
they're very classic. Like, we have to fuck other people because we just don't spend enough time together.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
It's complicated on Facebook.
Because she's on this island and I refuse to take her away.
Meanwhile, the one relationship or like the throuple situation that I wish was better realized in Greek mythology was the triangle between Hephaestus, Ares, and Aphrodite.
Yes.
Like,
it would be so nice if that was like an equitable situation.
Like,
Yeah.
why does Aphrodite always have to be cast as jealous and like ergo like the female trait bullshit? Yeah, I like Christina's read where Aphrodite is like, oh, she's just open to all types of love because love is love, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna spitball here. I'm not sure if this is anything, but
We'll talk.
imagine Hephaestus asexual and he is intellectually attracted to people like how Athena is. I couldn't think of her name for a second. I always get Athena and Artemis. I do that. Anyways, so like he and Aphrodite have like a loving relationship, but she has like her boyfriend who she fucks on the side.
Yeah, I do like that. I love loving primary relationship with person I fuck on the side energy.
yeah,
Yes.
and
I'm really into my headcanon of trans Hephaestus.
Okay.
Like,
yes.
I would love a trans mask Hephaestus. Like, maybe like I feel like my body should be able to get more ripped than this. So I'm gonna they need to make some changes.
Hephaestus made his own hormones.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
yes.
Hephaestus has the energy of I can fix this.
Yeah.
Actually, to me, that almost makes even more sense based on like, if you go like deep mythology, it's just Hera who made Hephaestus. So like, a clone of her, like AFAB.
But then Hephaestus like rejects it and is like, I don't, whatever this is, I'm not buying
He's just
any
like,
of this.
No,
I have my own identity
I
now.
don't-
Get
I'm
out of
gonna
here,
be
mom.
different.
I invented
Wait,
hormone supplements. Fuck you.
Wait, Raye, you've seen Infinity Train?
Oh, of course I have.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Amazing.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's.
I could go on and on about the gods, and like I think also someone who has a possibly open relationship but like is super solid is Hades and Persephone. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Again, don't spend enough time together.
exactly. And but they like
They're monogamous in the winter.
totally, and then they understand like they have to keep warm somehow.
Oh my god.
And so, yeah, when Persephone goes up to the mortal realm to be with her mom, like, there's just, everyone's got needs, and they're totally understanding of having that summer fling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely seem like that. The meme where it's like, a totally heterosexual couple, but wait, and they hold the bi flags up.
Yeah.
like that. That's
Me
that's Hades
in my
and Persephone.
marriage.
Yeah.
Hades,
I get
constantly has to. Sorry.
Hades gives up such bi energy to me, and if I'm
Yeah.
and I'm drawing that
It's-
100% from Lore Olympus.
No, shut up.
And
I
I
was
don't
just
care.
about to say.
I
I
don't
was just about
care.
to say, like, I'm struggling so hard to not pull exclusively from Lore Olympus right now.
Oh my God.
I'm like, well, first of all, Eros is a big, beefy gay boy. Second of all, I do think that Hades has this energy of like the most confident, most deeply untoxic, like masculine confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so deeply secure in my relationship. Like, go fuck whoever you want. They're not as good as me.
We stand.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of another bi for bi, Percy and Annabeth.
Let's talk about our protagonist.
Yeah.
Listen, Percy and Annabeth are very bi for bi. I don't
the
know how to
by.
explain other than just like they just are.
Yeah.
I mean, Percy also had a crush on Luke. obviously.
That's
basically
something they share.
I was gonna say they totally
have the same
share
taste,
that.
so
And like that's such a queer thing.
It really is.
I
Like,
feel like
Sean and I bond more than anything else. We bond over attractive women.
I mean, same with Zach and I.
It's like
I love
yabba.
so good. Yeah. And then we were also kind of talking about Annabeth and Rachel.
Rachel Elizabeth Dare.
Who? Just kidding. Oh my god. No, I'm stupid. I thought her initials for a second were Rad, and I was like, that's fucking rad. No, it's
No,
red,
they're red,
which is fine.
because her hair is red.
Well, when they get married and she takes Annabeth's name, then she can be Rad. That's how that works, right?
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Rachel Annabeth Dare.
Why
This
not?
is how marriage works, actually. Didn't you know?
Oh my god, no. You know what that name is? Is like Rachel and Annabeth fall in love and get married, and then 20 years later, Percy is like, Rachel Annabeth Dare, I named you after the two bravest women I've ever known who left
What
me to
the
be
fuck?
with each other.
Oh my god.
This is quite a fanfic.
I love it.
I find it like a little hard to ship and talk this way about like most of the Percy Jackson camper characters because they're children, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
me
especially
too.
like Percy, I'm like, the whole thing is contextualized via Percy, which means that like every character is like a little bit ridiculous, a little bit stupid because he's a little bit stupid. So I'm just like, all of these silly babies just in a camp together.
Yeah, they are very silly babies. Well then, let's not talk about the campers. Let's talk about Zoe and Artemis.
Oh, wow.
You know,
that's
okay,
gay.
we have way too many complicated feelings about all these goddamn hunters.
Okay, can we just
That's
talk about, like, it says in their contract when they sign away their virginity and all this concept of maidenhood, yada yada, they never specify that they can't hook up with other women. They just say that,
Okay,
like,
but
they
in
aren't
the Riordan verse, apparently.
Yeah, in the Riordan verse, it's just like, actually, we meant celibacy, like, entirely. Sorry.
Yeah,
no lesbians
Which is a
here.
choice that has been made by some people. I don't know that I agree with it, but
No.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not my read, so, but, you know, I guess their other opinions are valid.
I mean, that's why I'm
Sips
like, okay,
tea.
but Zoe has, like, an unrequited love.
Okay,
for
yes.
Artemis.
Now that I get behind. It's like a knight and like a princess,
Yes.
and it's like,
Yes.
I'm eternally devoted to you.
See,
Yeah.
and this might be controversial, but this is the ship that I thought of, I personally would ship Zoe with Thalia. I know that, like, they have that, like, love-hate thing going on,
And there is some weird age stuff at play here that we're just not gonna touch.
Nope.
Whatever. I don't care about the Twilight shit.
Hey,
It's fine.
we're gonna get into it too. Like, every single one of our fandoms is talking about kids that are canonically underage. You just gotta, yeah.
I guess I meant
Speaking
the
of-
age difference.
Oh, you
Yes,
mean
yes.
the age difference between Talia and Zoe?
Not
Like,
the fact that they're
physically,
children's.
Zoe's, what, 12? And then
Yeah, but
Thalia's,
she's like older than
15?
your grandma. Like, she's
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
It reminds me of have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows, the movie?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes.
So fucking
Oh my
good.
god.
At the very end, whatever, dude. At the very end, one of the vampires, Taika Waititi, gets together with his like old girlfriend who now is like 96 years old, and they're like, people ask us all the time about our age difference. Like, doesn't it feel weird for a 96-year-old to be with someone who's like 330? Because Taika looks like he's fucking 22.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a great movie. Go watch it.
Agreed.
Amazing. I love it.
All right, we're gonna watch that at the beach, Charlie.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I already watched a TV show at your house because you forced it on me.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Beach. Sorry.
Beach.
I want to go to the beach. Sorry.
As of the time of this episode is airing, we will only have T-minus 2 months till we're at the beach, Tina.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the time we're
it's
sick
so
of
far.
summer.
Summer.
Oh my god.
Just does the High School Musical 2 thing. Anyway.
Okay.
I have
Are we
thoughts.
done about the hunters? Because like I feel we could talk about this all day long.
Oh, we've already gone like way too far into the hunters in like
No, but
past
they're
episodes.
They're the most
the
like
sapphic-
interesting in terms
They
of like
are.
the queering. Yeah.
I
Yes,
mean-
it's true.
I mean, if y'all need to re-listen to my rant about it, like, I had a whole rant when we talked about, like, Artemis and everything, where I was just like, I'm sorry, this is technically the goddess of just, like, the entire LGBTQIA plus umbrella.
Yes.
Just, like, she represents all of the queer people. All of them are hunters. Like, it's not just women, it's all of the queer people, actually.
Yeah.
This is how it exists in our world. Step aside, Rick.
And like honestly, so I think sometimes about Bianca and how deeply ready she was to sign herself over to the
Yeah.
hunters, and it like we don't really get like oh no, we do eventually get like a look at their backstory, but I just feel like for the first time she's in like a woman controlled space, and it's like I feel like maybe it just felt very freeing to her in a way that is like not necessarily super gay, but it's like not gay. It reminds me of going to like sleepovers in high school, you know? It's like, oh, this space is different. Like we're like this is like a special place just for us, you know?
It's like Girl Scout camp.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That one time at Girl Scout camp.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I do just wonder if Bianca, but you know,
if
her life,
Bianca,
her life,
if Bianca.
it ended so shortly. We never knew. She was too young.
I know I had other thoughts, and my brain is trying to catch up.
Well,
slowly.
I would like. Oh, go ahead.
If we're saying like Percy is also like we like says by like has a crush on Luke, like where we can also maybe talk about ships that are not setting sail on this podcast. Like when I was talking to Zach about potential queer ships, he's like, well, I mean, can we ship Grover and Percy? And I'm like, nah, that's just
They're bros.
they're such big bros. So that's
Like, it's a bromance.
for sure a very
Like,
healthy
yeah.
romance.
If it goes anywhere, it may be QPR at the
Yes.
most.
That's where I'm kind of at with them, where it's like we are locked. This is
Okay.
the bromance
Can
forever.
we talk about this though? Would we say that Grover would be into furry stuff? Is that a kink for him?
I don't
I mean,
think
he
it's
is
a
a
kink.
furry.
I think
I
that's
like
not a
that's
kink.
just his
Furry
life.
legs.
That's just his life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his life. He's a furry person, like Jared Leto.
Like, he's a furry, his girlfriend is a furry, like...
Oh my
And
God.
also,
She's more of a leafy, just saying.
Well, no, that would mean that she's a furry and he's a leafy. Like we're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
You see how this works.
and also,
Well,
Okay.
also, furry is just like, you like to wear the stuff, so...
well, like Jared Leto, Grover also has an unhealthy attraction to young women that we're not going to talk about further.
Dude, it's
No,
crazy.
we're not talking about that.
It's
We don't talk about Bruno.
crazy. It's crazy how many male celebrities are into children.
Yep.
We're
It's
not
alright.
talking about this.
I was just listening to a podcast about Rob Lowe's memoir today, and now I'm like, oh, I fucking hate Rob Lowe. What a
Okay.
jackass. They're all the same.
Happier things.
So to swerve to something that I've kind of thought about this book, just like how y'all feel about Grover / Tyson? Is that anything?
No.
Is this anything?
No.
No? Oh my
No.
god!
I don't support
Is this
him.
your new ship?
I mean, they're getting along. I don't.
Is this an enemies to lovers? Is that your new agenda?
No, they're
Like,
never
more like
enemies.
awkward, like-
awkward.
People who don't get along to lovers.
I just get really big
rivals to lovers.
Ace vibes from Tyson. I don't know.
It's
At the
so
very
hard
least,
because-
Demi. Very Demi.
I think the problem
Yeah.
here is that
Mhm.
Tyson has the brain of a child.
That's the thing. Is
Okay,
like,
no,
Yeah.
don't say that shit because he is intellectually disabled. That doesn't mean that he's not the age that he is. Like, people
He's the
who
age-
have intellectual disabilities can still be in relationships.
So I think the
Isn't
thing
the
with
age
that,
he is like 8?
I
Is
think
he?
my
I
problem
did
though
the
is
math
that
on
like
this.
I
Oh, okay,
don't-
never mind then.
I don't feel like any of the characters in Percy Jackson, like, period, come across as, like, emotionally intelligent enough to, like, be in a partnership with Tyson. Like, I think that, like, he's totally capable of being in a relationship, but, like, I don't see that person anywhere. Like, he needs to go find, like, the nicest, probably, like, a large person, too, you know what I mean?
God.
Like, he's
Tyson
he's got more to look for.
With 2 C's. And I'm not talking about the ocean.
Okay, I did have another thought. Calypso should just be gay, actually.
Yeah, okay. This is a collective problem we're just gonna solve together. Calypso gay, yes, love it. All of the Greek, like, female heroes or goddesses that have just been stranded on some island, Calypso, and my girl Circe, come on, let's go. Like, you have your islands.
Just get together.
Let's just do this. You can figure each other out. The Aegean Sea ain't that big.
Sure.
I don't
listen. You're both sorceresses. You're both on islands. Your name starts with C. You got so much in common.
Of course.
Yeah, and then we can bring Ariadne into this situation. Like,
she was also on an island.
That's what I'm saying. There's precedent here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe Medea, or whatever she is.
Medea's so queer.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Even if they're not in, like, a polycule, they should at least have, like, a support group.
Yeah.
No, it's like one of those, like, oh, we dated, like, a little bit, but we're still besties kind of situation. Like, like everyone in this group has dated at some point, and they're still all friends. Yeah. And that's the support group.
Yeah. Okay, so I've been trying to come up with a joke for, like, one random headcanon, but I can't come up with the joke. So maybe you guys can help me with the joke. But I have a headcanon of a drag queen Aphrodite. I just think that's fun as hell.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And I've been sitting here this whole time trying to think of a good drag name about Aphrodite. But I kind of got nothing. It's kind of a hard word.
The thing is that her name already is a drag queen name because drag queens are like, hell yeah, Aphrodite.
Mike from the Wildlings is making unhelpful jokes.
This is your standard phone gay.
I do. Everyone's allowed one in each of our Pride episodes. But I do think that. So I guess my problem is, like, I love Aphrodite conceptually so much, like the goddess of love, yes, but, like, the way that she's portrayed in myth is, like, abhorrent to womanhood.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for, like, any alternative. Like, let her be the goddess of, like, healthy and fulfilling love. Let her be a drag queen doing an elaborate Aphrodite show. That's fun too.
I think the problem here is that she's the goddess of love, and, like, to personify something as just, like, fickle as love.
Well, it depends on how your society views love. Yeah,
I don't think love is fickle. I don't think love is fickle at all. You know what I mean? Like, I love my friends and, like, my healthy relationships.
Okay. So something that has so many layers as love.
Layers.
It's just, like,
yeah, that's a better way to put it. Well, that's why there's, like, the Greeks have, like, their 8 different words for love or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
but
so
she
really
rules over them all. They're a part of her court, so she has to be, like, the highest form of love. Right?
But they don't let her be a part of the other kinds of love. They make her the goddess of, like, attraction and the fickle kinds, and they don't let her be, like, the goddess of, like, long-lasting relationships.
Yeah, like, enduring love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are like, what's the worst part of this? Whereas fucking Poseidon with his, like, shark's castle or, like, whatever the fuck he has going down there in the ocean, he gets the dopest parts of the ocean. He's not dealing with whatever's at the pits of Marianas Trench. He's not dealing with, like, the garbage island. Like, he's fucking in his castle, they're living it up.
Can we talk the microplastics in the ocean? Ain't got nobody got time for that.
My goodness.
Coral reef bleaching. The only bleaching I'm worried about is anal bleaching. Okay.
God, what the fuck?
Oh.
Okay. I see that we're getting to our time here. I wanted to add in a few more extras before we.
Hell yeah!
Okay,
Give us the bonus of the bonus.
Well, I'm thinking Rachel could be a trans girl, and I think that would slap for her. She seems
she's not like all the other girls.
God damn it, Charlie, leave her alone. But Rachel with like her weird parents who don't pay attention, and she's just like, I'm gonna go be a girl now.
Yeah, I love that for her.
I mean, she's got the money.
Yeah,
she can do whatever,
and
they wouldn't notice.
She can see the future, so that's so Raven.
Oh my god,
That's
maybe
so Rachel. It's the future
God
she can
damn
see.
it.
Maybe she had a vision of herself presenting as a woman and was like, "Oh, I am gonna crush it." You know what I mean? How fulfilling would that be?
Aw,
I love it. Beautiful, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unlike Cassandra, like people listen to her.
Just gotta keep talking. They'll listen eventually.
Last thoughts. I mean, all of the gods are some form of queer.
yes.
Because they're gods.
Chiron kind of gives me like gentleman gay. You know
You
what
are
I mean?
so correct. Yeah.
Is he dapper?
Who?
Yeah, he's dapper.
Who?
Chiron.
Oh yes,
The horseman.
Yes.
Kind of like a Patrick Stewart.
Yes. He's your
Energy.
older gay friend who has been through the shit, but he is so nice.
He's so nice. Yeah.
Likes planning activities. I feel that Chiron would be a great addition to the cast of Queer Eye.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Stop. They all have to
exactly.
learn how to ride horses.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Equine therapy changes lives, folks.
No, but maybe he could be like, I don't know how to say this without being like educate yourself, but like enrichment, you know, like let's like find something that you're like excited about or like something new to learn about, you know what I mean? To make you a better person in Queer Eye.
Also, all the nymphs are non-binary, but mostly use she/her pronouns.
Like the crystal
like the
gems.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like
Yes.
They're plants.
Honestly, I feel like Sally is like one of those people who is tragically straight. You know, they're like I have tried everything to be attracted to my same gender and it is not happening.
Sally had like hookups.
She's like, I did my best, yeah, but like I just for some reason my vagina likes dudes. And isn't that just the saddest thing?
Maybe she's bisexual, but she's hetero-romantic.
Mm.
Ew, who would do that?
Oh my god.
Someone who hates themselves.
Like, what the fuck? Anyway, we love all genders here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I am gonna say for my final thoughts that I feel bad for all the monsters that get such a bad rap for killing Percy. Like, they don't have time to explore their sexual and gender identities. So, like, you know,
they're too into vor.
It's a privilege.
That's all I know about them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Charlie, why are you so
This
on point
has sure
with
been an
that?
episode.
Now, we don't have time to pat and pack all of that.
Okay, but actually my last thought, Grover is pansexual.
Stop. Okay.
God
And
Great!
that's the end of the episode.
That is it. Can't top that.
That's a slam dunk.
Are we doing like a good ending here, or are we just
It's your
stopping
show.
it?
So I think we wanted to end it where the host would still share plugs. So plug whatever thing that you want to plug, and then Tina and I just share our favorite gay thing, or we just all share our
thing.
favorite
I'm
gay
just
thing.
gonna share a gay thing.
Let's just all share
let's
one
do
gay
it.
thing with no explanation. Like, you just get to say it, maybe say what media it is.
If it's a media.
A gay thing? I'll go first. I just watched season 1 of Severance. Oh, that's a sentence. That's all I got.
Good.
There's gay in it.
This has been great. I'm Alex, co-host of My Cabbages, and my one gay thing that I love besides Zuka is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. It's a movie that everyone should watch.
Oh yeah, true.
It's required reading, and we all know that reading is fundamental!
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Go for it, Charlie.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go with media. The one gay thing that I love is the moon.
Whoa, that's the gayest thing.
That's deep. My gay thing that I love is saying that's gay when something isn't actually gay. It just is rad and cool or sweet and good.
Yeah, we're taking it back.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already listened to the restricted section Pride Month bonus episode that came out yesterday that we all recorded, and also you can check out the My Cabbages Pride episode
tomorrow.
So the Cabbages Pride episode will come out tomorrow. So check out all three because they're all different and fun and amazing.
And totally planned in order and everything.
I made pizza earlier, so I'm gonna go do that.
Goodbye.
Well, yeah. Get out of my fucking cabin.
Raye, it's been so nice seeing you.
But I love you, queer
That's
people.
homophobic, Charlie.
Hello, listeners! Editing Charlie here with a patron shoutout. If y'all didn't know, our $10 and up patrons now get a shoutout on the pod. So now, I get to shout out our lovely God Complex level patron, Matt. Matt is so wonderful and has been a supporter since we started the OTAG Patreon. Thank you so much for all your support, bud.
You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr, and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send us an iris message through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about episodes and anything Percy Jackson related. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology. No promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can find me, Raye, at HeyHeyRaye, spelled R-A-Y-E, on Twitter. If you want to hear more from me, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
And you can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, but on Twitter I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm totally not salty about. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. I sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mac. That's M-A-C-K. Our music was written by Isabel Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian M. Riggs. You can find Izzy at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast. Of the Eldest Gods is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Super Scary, a love letter to superheroes, sci-fi, and horror movies, hosted by Josh.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here! Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guests and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now, we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
Alex, I know you're cabin 13. Yes. And Christina, you remember?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm on it.
Okay. Is this a lie?
No.
Okay. I'll believe you.
I'm excited.
Dave X Media.